Welcome back to Thronebreaker. We are going to do some puzzles in the Mahakaman Mines, which I'm sure I will beat on the first try based on my success with the last couple puzzles. The Depths of Lyria. Mahakaman is not unlike an iceberg. What's visible on the surface is but a tiny fraction of the whole. In order to truly grasp the enormity of the Dwarven realm, one must venture beneath the earth, traverse miles-long passages, peer into chasms that seem to stretch into eternity. Before long, foreigners can begin to lose all sense of time and space. The mine shafts appear identical, one after another, as if reflected in a mirror fashioned from mountain crystal. Use your leader's ability. Hint, look into the eye of your foe. What separates you is but only a mirror. Okay. Myria, so mirror, but also like Moria, more Lord of the Rings references possibly. Okay. Choose a stone and swap it with the stone on its left. If there is none, move it to the rightmost place on the other row. So we have to match our stones to their stones, I assume? This card cannot be played. Okay. Well, it doesn't seem like we have to... It seems like I just move this... Oh, wait, maybe... Oh, I have to make it a mirror, so I have to this row has to match this row, and this row has to match this row. Okay, so... So it is actually pretty complicated. So you can move the blue stone, so it's... Move it to the rightmost place on the other row. So we can do this... Oh! Oh, I can move the enemy stones. Why can't... That's weird, but okay. Alright, so we want to move this one to the left twice, but we want this one to rotate to the back. So let's get that one out of the way. And this one also needs to go to the back. And then... I wonder if this is going to be one of those things where it's like, yeah, you could move this all the way across, but it's going to be fewer moves to, like, swap it around so that this one ends up coming up here and this one... like, something like that. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I think that's exactly what's going on here. So we do this. And we do it with this one. Well, we got to move this one first. This... Move the stones around. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, now we move this one to the back. So we got, you know, orange, blue, green. Move this one to the back. Then we move... We've got... I want the red one up first. Yeah, okay, that was pretty straightforward. I actually did beat it in one try. Amazing. Zoria Runestone. Wait. Whoa! It moved me over here. Oh, that's kind of cool. I mean, it's not... like, from an implementation standpoint, I'm sure that wasn't that difficult, but I like the idea that I actually went through the mine there and came out the other side. Damage all enemies by 3. Well, of course, this thing has done something exactly once, and it was boost Knickers by 20, which was pretty random, but... Isn't this mostly just a worse Pitfall Trap Plus? Pitfall Trap Plus... damage... Oh, it's row. Okay. I mean, Lyrian Horn seems probably better just value-wise, although, I mean, this has a better chance of actually removing something, of course. I don't know. This card, I'm not a fan of it. So I think I am going to take it out. And the question is, would I rather have bigger Kablooey or boosting? I mean, bigger Kablooey is definitely more fun. Like, that can't be denied. Although there's also the Dark Mirror, which is pretty fun. But I think this is just all the removal. Your Majesty, a human traveler. He's offered to sell us a treasure map. Says he sought it out once, but got caught in a blizzard and now fears a return to the mountains. Yet he swears by the gods, should we follow it exactly, we shall uncover untold riches. Sure. Okay. Is that... We haven't already passed that, have we? I think that's... Looks like it's maybe here. Well, I don't think it's back where we've come from in any case, so... Let me just double check, though. Yeah, if it's not here, it's something with the same formation, which means it could be here. Alright, I'll go back and double check that it's not over there. Doesn't appear to be. We have here.
Meave noted a crowd of dwarves. They were several dozen, many holding baskets brimming with dried sausages, soft, puffy pretzels, and jugs of frothy beer.
What is this gathering?
She asked Gabor.
These folk, they're the parents of youngsters who have to return today from their Drekthag.
Gabor proceeded to explain that the Drekthag was a trek upon which the local dwarves would embark when they reached maturity. During this year-long voyage, young folk would taste of life beyond their home. Yet if they failed to return on time, they would be stripped of all rights and privileges accorded to Mahakam's natives.
See, in recent years, young folks' blood's been boiling on account of the strict laws in force here.
Gabor added.
So, we send them out. Let them taste life in the lowlands. Once they've learned for themselves what it's like to live among humans, they come back and ain't likely to complain.
Customarily, only a few dwarves ever decided to remain in the valleys for good. That year, however, was different.
Deadline's the Mora. And 40 Drechthaggers still haven't returned.
Their parents now worried if some misfortune had not befallen them. The Mahakaman Guard had sent out patrols to the near reaches of the valleys. They returned not having seen anything distressing, while the humans living at the foot of the massif had been largely unwilling to talk.
Isn't this a thing that the Amish do?
The guard captain, a dwarf with a fiery red beard, removed his helmet, wiped the sweat from his brow, and addressed Meave.
Your Majesty, we need to find our youth. Perhaps you'd be willing to go out and search. Human folk are more like to tell you if they saw anything out of the ordinary of late. Naturally, there'd be something in it for you too.
Sure.
One could say I myself have lost a son,
Meave gripped the captain's hand firmly.
and I know well the pain that comes. I shall do all in my might to spare you at least that.
Meave set off, the hopeful gazes of the dwarven parents bidding her farewell. The queen sent a scout ahead. Sometime later, she heard his horn. 3 blasts, 2 short, 1 long.
An ambush!
Meave expected to combat beasts or robbers. Yet upon her force descended warriors with squirrel tails attached to their helms. Scoia'tael.
So the dwarves join the Scoia'tael, and also I guess we're not actually going to go anywhere to do this scouting. We're just going to pretend that we did. I guess that's fine. The missing Drechthaggers. Meave was prepared for clashes with brigands, monsters, Nilfgaardians, but Scoia'tael? In the high mountains near the very gates of Mahakam? What did they seek? The queen did not know, yet one conclusion seemed clear. At the very least, they sought her head on a pike. Whoa. That's really good. Or bad, as it were. Alright. This is a 3-round battle, which I need to remember because it's hard for me to remember given how few of the battles are. These are a lot of good cards. Somewhat inclined to just roll with it. What else would I even want to draw? I guess the Fire Bomber. But what would I mulligan for it? Yeah.
Scoia'tael! Don't let them escape!
A fight met apart!
Oh. I mean, I guess these guys taking armor damage isn't the end of the world.
Left, right, left, right.
Oh, Wagenberg, that's something else I could have mulliganed for. That's so hard. Like, you don't have any... You don't have any expectation of actually getting it. Oh, man. Ouch. Who's self by 1 if biting frost is on an enemy row? Oh, man, jeez. And it's got resilience. That's pretty brutal. Alright, let's do this.
As you wish, my lady.
Add some of these guys to our deck. Oh, we got the fire bomber and another adept. So we could add some more bombers to the deck too. That would be pretty good. Let's... I guess we want to fire this guy because we want to chip away his armor since he's got resilience anyway.
You mad? Don't shake that!
Oh, Lady Margarita told us of this.
Now my lowest is a 4. That's not going to get any better in all likelihood. Well, I guess it will if he takes damage and then does it again. But yeah, let's just get to work on this.
Now we will see who is weak.
Oh, he gets boosted by killing the dwarves. Oh man. Rough stuff. Okay. I could use Alzur's Thunder to just blow this guy away, and I've got the Trinket guy to be able to do that again, and then I don't have to deal with the 10 power resilience dude. I think I'm down for that. Oh, hi Knickers. I'm just gonna power this guy up, of course, but fire got him, so it's all right.
I shall not fail.
Oh, dang it! I was really hoping I would end, like, I'd be just like a little bit ahead, but no. I've got enough bombers in my deck, it doesn't really make sense to decoy them. I could decoy an adept, I guess. Poor Knickers is gonna die. Of course, decoying an adept isn't gonna get me to like win the round, but it might get the AI to play another card and give me more card advantage going into subsequent rounds. So, oh, I can't decoy the adepts? Because they're immune. Interesting. Never mind then. I mean, I guess I could use artifact compression. That would do a lot of, 14 net damage. But I just don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll go with the drummer. So if I put the drummer here, it'll keep Knickers from taking additional damage.
Again and again and again.
No, it won't. What am I talking about? That was just stupid. That was just stupid. Okay. So now I can do 1 damage with my special, like, great. And, okay, maybe now I use artifact compression. None of this resilience crap. go ahead and do this. Oh, Wagenburg, that is not the card I want to see. Not the card I want to see.
We ought to help one or the other.
Alright. Well, I feel like I have made some mistakes here. I guess I could decoy the Wagenburg. Yeah, sure. And then... do 4 damage to something. That's not gonna put any work. Wonder if he's gonna pass. He's got a pretty big lead. Yeah. I do have a pretty sizable card advantage at this point. I could... no. Got one of the bombers. That's nice. Unfortunately, I got both of my adepts, so I don't have any addition. I can't put any more Arbalists into my deck. I'm still gonna mulligan this one. This is probably good. Please no more multi-frost. Oh. Okay. Do I just play the Wagenburg? Just because it's the lowest power one? Like, what's the least valuable? Oh, I just play the Jade figurine. Like, yeah, it's kind of big, but it doesn't do a whole lot. Oh wait, is this... am I gonna rip a card again? I always forget that that's a thing! Ah! Yeah. Okay, that's good. Always forget that's a thing. Every time.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
You should not have come here.
Oh. That is so annoying. Actually, no, let's get the bomber down, I guess.
This could hurt.
Do I need to... oh, I should do this while I've got more damage coming out before he takes damage, that is to say. So... he doesn't have his ability up. Has he played any cards that do damage on deploy? I don't think so. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save this for a turn.
None shall tread on us!
Yeah, okay. Oh, I should have... alright, well, I'll just play it now. I forgot about the Wagenburg. I mean, granted, it's going to end up taking damage, which is not ideal, of course, but... Arbalist, Arbalist? No. Can I play the drummer first? Looks like I can't. That's obnoxious.
Armor won't say.
I think we just hit this guy because this thing is eventually going to burn to death.
Left, right, left, right.
Well, if anyone's got any hooch left.
They did have an damage on deploy guy. What a jerk. Poor Wagenberg. So what we want to do is kill this guy, which we could do with Gabor plus the Wagenberg. And the Wagenberg's going to take damage after this turn, so it's probably the best time to do it. Yeah.
You sure about that?
Although, I guess... Nah, this is... No, wait, we'll pull the drummer first. Drummer... Arbalist. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can get it up to 8. Do we need 8? I guess it doesn't hurt.
Again and again and again.
Yeah, now we wipe this row. Not too bad. Scout didn't burn to death yet.
They used to tire my tongue about that.
Ow. It hurts. Okay. Guess we're gonna go ahead and do that. Oh, we got the other bomber. That's nice.
Watch your heads! One bullet.
No point in using my ability. Might as well wait until this the frost kills this guy.
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
Now we must stick together.
Okay, so now we can do 3 damage. We're not gonna get. It's not gonna get any better than that for a while. So probably do that this turn. Play drummer.
Left, right, left, right.
Use drummer. More fire. Well, that's not actually helpful.
Catch!
But it was to be expected at some point.
Give me a time.
I think I'm in good shape here. Felt like I was playing it wrong
Got any hooch
in the
left?
first round, but my deck just has so much value. So much value. Oh, I have no cards left to drum with. How sad. Reynard and Xavier aren't going to be doing a whole lot, I guess. Alright, what trinkets do we have left? Artifact, or not left, but I guess whatever, let's just play Xavier.
My scars? No, they don't hurt.
Have strength, my love.
You could compress that thing. Sure.
What's a helmet if not a pot turned over?
Oh. We can't compress it. How sad.
Scoia'tael! Attack!
That was actually really painful. It's not going to matter, but it was definitely painful.
Never had your kneecaps broken!
Dang it. Enough of this.
We must trust each other. Death to Old One!
Ow. Alright, well, none of it matters. Boom, 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 boom.
They're so young. No wonder they were easily manipulated.
As soon as the battle had come to an end, the prisoners were brought before the Queen. All, without exception, were dwarves, and all looked to be youthful dwarves.
Mystery solved,
Muttered Meve. In fact, these were the missing Drekthagers. Instead of returning home, they had
don't
enlisted
say.
with guerrillas fighting for non-human rights. But what had prompted so drastic a decision?
I was impatient. Wanted badly to turn 50. I couldn't wait to see human cities. Vitsima, Tretogor, Novigrad.
Said one of the dwarven prisoners while pressing a bandage to a bleeding wound.
And you know the welcome that awaited me there. I was spit upon and called names. I saw ghettos, massacres. And how was I to go back to the mines after that? We must fight while we still can. Before the humans come to cut us down, we must tell the rest of ours the same. Pull all Mahakam into the fight.
Meve's soldiers stood waiting for her to protest, to accuse the dwarf of lying. But the Queen could not pretend she did not understand why the dwarf had taken up arms. Without entering into a discussion, she ordered the prisoners taken to be tried and judged by their kin and elders. The dwarven parents thus got their offspring returned to them, albeit wounded and in chains. Bruva Hoog, who had limitless disdain for the Scoia'tael, demanded the dwarven youth be severely punished for succumbing to the rebels' seductive ideals. In the end, the Drekthagers were sentenced to 50 years' hard labor in the quarries. The Elder-in-Chief believed a half-century of swinging a pickaxe would sufficiently cool the hot heads of these would-be guerrilla fighters.
They came back alive. That's the key part.
The red-headed captain said, handing Meve a pouch as a reward.
And perchance by the time they're freed, the war twixt the races will be over, eh?
Yeah,
What do you
right.
think, Queen?
Meve shrugged in response. Perhaps she had no opinion in the matter, or perhaps she simply did not wish to state it aloud.
Yeah. Half a century. Damn. Rough.
Might be in jail, but at least they're back. That's most important.
Okay, so this is
Might be in jail, but at least they're back. That's most important.
definitely one of those dwarven women have beards worlds. What do we got here? A report. Call to arms. Translated from Elder Speech. Neutrality means neglecting our bonds, ignoring our duties. While we sit here fiddling our thumbs, our lowland brethren are dying in pogrom after pogrom. Dwarves of Mahakam, seize arms and join the Scoia'tael. Down with Dwana. Alright, well. Wait, which way did... Oops, not that. Not that. That. Which way did we come down here? Oh, this way. Oh. Blink. Doesn't exactly look like a shrine to Melitele, but I guess we don't care. Actually, how much would it cost me to get that thing that I was talking about getting? I mean, the value of doing so is debatable insofar as it's cards that I don't already have in my deck. I don't know that there's anything I can get that would be an upgrade to cards in my deck at this point. Yeah. Yeah, no, there is not. So, it could be argued I should just go for the Palisade instead. In which case, I need a little more than 1,300 gold. I'm not, or wood. I'm not gonna convert that much right now, so not gonna worry about it.
The Queen noted a building with unusually lavish ornamentation, including shining bronze roof tiles and glistening rock crystal window panes. An important clan dwelled there, Gabor explained. The Breckenrigs.
Could you introduce me?
Meve asked.
Perhaps I can convince them to intercede with Bruver on my behalf.
I think in Witcher 1, the Zoltan is engaged to a Breckenrig. Maybe also in Witcher 2.
The clan head, Iva, invited Meve to an exquisite feast. But when she broached the subject of the war raging just outside Mahakam's borders, the dwarf changed the subject at once. Looking around the interior, Meve quickly understood why. The walls were ordained with Nilfgaardian tapestries and rugs. Gifts from friendly Imperial envoys, no doubt. Meve prepared to leave, convinced she had wasted her time, when someone clasped her shoulder and pulled her into a darkened room. Her kidnapper turned out to be a young dwarf. Female, it seemed, dressed in her nightshirt. She introduced herself as Iva's daughter, Eudora Breckenrigs, and openly admitted she had eavesdropped on Meve's dinner conversation.
Listen, me dad's stubborner than an old goat, but I'll convince him to help ye. For a wee favour, that is.
Mm-hmm. What?
Okay, actually, I think she's the one who was engaged to Zoltan.
I want you to steal something from the clan archive. Historiae Mahakamorum, 'tis called. See, me dad won't let me betroth me sweetikin Zoltan. Says the codex forbids marrying a dwarf who's left the mountains. But there's precedent. Just such a case described in that document. If I can show it to Da, he'll have to change his mind.
Meve felt sympathy for Eudora and wanted to help her, especially considering the favor Eudora could do her in return. But she fully realized if her attempt to break into the archive ended badly, it would result in a tremendous scandal Bruver Hoog would not soon forget.
What could possibly go wrong?
The pot's worth the play, I believe. Fine. I accept your offer.
They then shook hands, sealing the deal. Meve had to bite her tongue to stop from crying out, for the young she-dwarf had the grip of a brawny blacksmith. Meve returned to her company, and, massaging her sore hand, presented Eudora's offer. Gascon volunteered for the task at once.
Thievery's my forte. The dwarves won't notice a single mothball out of place.
She-dwarf seems like an unnecessary, like, just, yeah, I disapprove.
Gascon snuck into the archive under the cover of darkness. Just as he was tucking Eudora's desired document into his cloak, he heard dwarven boots clanking down the stairs.
Damn it!
Gascon swore.
I can't let them catch me.
Okay. It seems like maybe you could just ask them to examine the document, but maybe not. Mahakaman Archives. At the campfire, Gascon had proclaimed himself a true master of stealth. He claimed he could cross the Novigrad market in full light of day wearing naught but a jester cap with bells, and not a soul would notice. Well, the time had come for the Duke of Dogs to show his bark had some bite. Move him to the bottom right corner of the battlefield. Okay. Gascon Burglar and Gascon Light-Footed. I like this stuff. It's cool. This unit will be spotted if located 3 positions away from a Mahakam guard. Whenever Gascon moves, move this unit 1 position to the left. If it reaches the edge of the battlefield, turn it around. Oh, okay, so the 7s move to the left and the 4s move to the right. Okay. Order. Move self to an adjacent vertical or horizontal position. Every turn on turn start, gain 3 charges. Okay, so these guys... So I can move down here. This guy's moving to the right, so by the time I would get to here, he would have already moved. I don't know if 3 positions away... I assume it includes vertically and horizontally, so... I think... Yeah, I think we do... Oh, no, wait. If we go straight down... Oh, no, it only goes 1 to the left. Okay, so that's fine. Right. So now we move down... Oh, wait. This guy... No, this guy's moving to the right, so that's fine. We move down again. I guess the problem being... At some point we have to turn this guy around so that we can, like, slip between them. I wish I knew whether this... It seems like it'd be too difficult if the verticality counts. I guess we can test it. Seems to be okay. In which case, I think what we want to do is turn this guy around.
Huh? Who's there? What a nub. That was close.
Sure. Alright, so this guy's gonna turn around soon. I think I need to wait for them to take a step, maybe? Alright, now I turn this guy around. Oh, wait, first I have to have my turn.
Piece of cake.
Oh.
Who's there?
Wait, I thought they only moved when I moved. Okay, well I think the basic concept was correct. But I might want to turn this guy around now, so I have a little bit more room to maneuver.
Who's there? What a nub. That was close.
Yeah, so they also move a space at the end of the turn, which technically this text doesn't explain, but it's fine, I guess. Oh, I think I see the problem. Well, I'm assuming that they see in both directions. I guess I don't actually know. Let's test that. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm still gonna get caught, though. So that doesn't actually help. I just needed to just turn this guy around again. Yeah, I don't think this is actually going to work, but...
Piece of cake.
Oh, button. Let's see. If I go down here this way, then I can go around behind him. Yeah, actually, I think I'm... Oh, I have to play a card. Okay. Guess that makes sense. That is how these card games tend to work.
Just a bit more.
Oh, he probably can't stand on the gate. Which means he might turn around this turn. Alright, let's try this. I think we're good now. Yeah. Oh no, wait, he's gonna move again. Dang it!
Stop! Who's there?
Ooh. Okay. Fine. So do we want to turn one of these guys around now? Like if I turn this guy around, it splits them up. But if I do that now... Oh, but they don't actually move just because of that. Yeah, I think I want to do that.
Who's there?
What a nub. That was close.
So if I use held breath, will he... I mean, I want to get behind this guy, I think. Or maybe I... Maybe I just turn this guy around. it seems like... Yeah. That's better.
Piece of cake.
Alright, this guy's about to turn around, which is annoying. But if I turn this guy around... I turn this guy around... And I still have to go one to the left anyway. But then I'm not gonna like keep crashing into him, so I guess that's what I want to do. Still pretty annoying. Like, they're actually faster than me because of their ability to move an extra time during the turn.
Just a bit more.
I think I need to use held breath now. So that I can, yeah. When I go down here. Alright, I'm definitely out now.
Easy as pie.
Okay. That was cool.
Luckily, Gascon managed to do the deed quietly, so the dwarves never found out who had broken in. As agreed, Neve handed Eudora the stolen document.
She looks so happy.
The dwarf shouted, raising the parchment in a triumphant gesture.
Da can't do nothing to stop her making vows now. I've got to write Zoltan right quick. Thanks. Thanks a million times over.
Valmir's horn. So, I guess there's a little bit more thieving going on than...
And Eudora did her part too. Soon after, the Queen learned there'd been a gathering of the clans, and Ivor had indeed spoken on her behalf. She could only hope the elder Breckenriggs had swayed Bruva Hoog as well.
Eudora Breckenriggs Chive. Oh, I truly like the sound of that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't end up working out for them, but...
Oh, there's nothing like solidarity between ladyfolk. Nothing at all. Da's stubborn, but I always find a way with him in the end. The right stratagem, and he turns into putty and magnets. Eudora Breckenriggs Chive.
Alright. What's this new card that we just acquired? Permanent resilience. Well, I guess these all have permanent resilience. Whenever an ally appears, strengthen it by 1 and give it 1 armor. That is actually pretty good. I don't know if it's better than the cooldown thing. I mean, obviously it doesn't help as much with damage, which of course is what my deck is trying to do, but it... Except for giving armor to the Wagenberg, I guess, but that is pretty marginal. Yeah, there's obviously another deck to be built out of these cards that this would be better for. And it might be better in terms of pure value. In fact, it probably is. But I think I'll stick with the cooldown one. Oh, yeah, this is who I need to talk to next. Your Grace, the owner of this trading post, a dwarf by the name of Bronco Dalberg, has invited you to browse his wares. How shall I respond? Oh man, yeah, give me that wood. Boom. That's value. That's much better than the trading post. So, I'm gonna grab this yet? Sure. So now we've got upgraded traps. And the Onager. Do we want to use any of these cards? What might we take out? I feel like Knickers doesn't actually do that much. Like, in theory, it makes sense. But I have so many other things that pull cards out of my deck that I don't really have a problem with getting cards out of my deck or getting the right cards too much. So maybe I'll just take out Knickers. Yeah, let's make one of these things. I think one is sufficient. And I might want to put in a pitfall trap at some point too, but for now we'll just go with that. Alright, so we're coming up on the end of the episode. And I guess go up over here to the right.
You can count on us, Queenie. Ivor'll be a wall at your back, stout and strong. You're no cold without a beard. What are you poking me for? Ah, scrounging for coin, no doubt. Righty then, take this pouch and kindly get off my arse.
What, seriously?
You can count on us, Queenie. Ivor'll be a wall at your back, stout and strong.
Wait. Wasn't there supposed to be a way for me to... Oh, no, I can't go over there. Okay, fine.
Ah, you thundering dope! I told you to hold your horses or you'll shake the hitch loose.
Oh, now you're a bleeding expert, are you? You overloaded the damn cart, that's why it's busted.
A wagon lay strewn across the middle of the road. Behind it stood others, some loaded with gold, jewels, and other valuables, others groaning under barrels of pickled meat. Each dwarf had his own theory about how the accident had come about, and thundered it out to all and sundry, peppered with choice invectives.
An odd caravan.
Meave said.
They don't look like merchants.
They ain't.
Gabor answered.
Dwarves of the Ferens clan, carrying gifts for the Drake. Remember Keltilus? When he took roost here, Ferences fought him for near a century. Then the dragon got weary of fighting and they realised he weren't going nowheres, so they cut a deal. He didn't bother them. They give him what he needs.
Well, well. And these offerings they send often?
Every week. Excuse me, got to separate them lads, or they tear out each other's beards. Hey there! Cool your idiot heads!
Gabor managed to douse his brethren's fiery tempers, but the wagon still lay across the road, blocking all traffic.
Queen,
said Xavier.
It is an easy repair. I've the tools, the parts. Need but your permission.
Of course. Go see what can be done.
Xavier did indeed make quick work of the problem. Within moments, the wagon was rolling smoothly down the road, good as new.
Well, shaft me, your highness,
said one of the dwarves.
Your engineer's got a pate like stewed meat, but he kens his trade. That's for certain.
I'll convey your words to him. Or at least part of them.
Me and the lads will be on our way now, but first, take this. Bit of gold by way of thanks.
Okay, so I assume this is like would have gone very differently had I not had Xavier in the party. But also, like, what happened to the dwarves being superior craftsmen? I don't need gold, but I don't know if this is going to come across as, like, obnoxious, but yeah, we'll try it.
I appreciate the offer, but I cannot accept coin for helping a traveller in need. Common decency it is.
Huh? In our times, decency ain't common at all, but as you wish. Farewell.
The dwarf bowed in parting, shook the snow off his beard, then rejoined his caravan. Within a few moments, the wagons had disappeared around the bend.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to have a positive effect on this whole, like, convince Brugge quest or not. It seems like it should, but... Report. Milady, this forge belongs to a famous armorer by the name of Nico Skaggs. Truly, never in my life have I seen finer studded leather and mail. He's willing to sell, but not for coin, for he is buried up to his neck in it. Instead, he asks for labor, new hands he can train to work at his forge. Huh. Yeah, gotta do it. Gotta get that puzzle piece, or card piece, whatever. Some sort of explosive. So... that name sounds familiar too. I'm wondering if that's the dwarven guy who shows up in the Bloody Baron's estate in Witcher 3, Nico Skaggs. Might be. Well, like I said, I should be coming up to the end of things here, but I have yet to run into an actual battle, so I guess I'll press on a little bit more. No. Something's going on over here. Oh.
A pillar of smoke rose above the mountains, and a sooty aroma filled the air.
Fire!
Gabor said, then took a deep sniff.
Perhaps a bolt struck some barren trees?
No.
Meve said curtly.
I know that scent too well. All Edirn reeked of it. It's the smell of burning homes.
The Lyrians quickened their gait. Soon they saw a town fully aflame, and a roaring, furious dragon above it.
That's your Keltinas?
Gascon asked, shielding his eyes from the sharp glare emanating from the city.
You were right. Perfectly harmless.
Ken was get his knickers in a bunch,
the dwarf said, grabbing his axe from his belt.
Queen, we got to make haste to the rescue.
Alright, sure.
Reynard!
Meve called out.
Have our men wet their cloaks for a modicum of fire protection. We move as soon as they're done.
Your Grace, they are but common soldiers. To fight a dragon.
I know, but we must help them, or at least try.
While Reynard went to pass on the order, Meve turned to Gabor.
This dragon, has it any weakness?
Fear not,
said the somber dwarf.
Except a fondness for raw meat.
Meve nodded and swallowed dryly. Despite the cold, she felt sweat pour down her scalp.
Well, that'll help with the fire protection then.
Stifling her fear, Meve gave the order to attack, and her soldiers rode into the flaming city. From up close, Keltalis looked even more terrifying. Though enormous, he moved with shocking agility, like a lizard scurrying over sand. With one swing of his paw, he snapped the necks of 3 dwarves, then bisected a form with a powerful bite. After that, he turned his attention to the Lyrians.
More of you!
He said, twisting his bloody maw into a horrifying smile.
God!
Oh, man. Alright, well, I am not going to play this in this episode. This will be the exciting beginning of next episode, so I will see you then for that.